Welcome to Time to Win podcast, where healing and growth collide with purpose, and you get to heal, grow, and prosper. I'm your host, RJ Jackson. Join me as we take a graceful 90-degree turn from stress and struggling to purpose and prosperity. As a professional impact speaker and mindset coach, I'm here to show you the way out of secretly suffering in silence and help you get back on the path of prosperity, because I firmly believe that you were born to prosper. So if you're ready, let's make that shift. It's time to win, my friend. So let's go fight win. Yes, my friend. Yes, girl. It is time to win. And this is your winning season. So let's go ahead and dive into today. A new day, a new opportunity, and a new way of thinking. So we're going to dive deep into this powerful theme for this month: how to stop overthinking the process and start overflowing in our purpose and how to prosper. And you know what I say, girl, you were born to prosper. So today we're going to narrow down our focus when it comes to overthinking, and we're going to focus on something that many of us struggle with, and that is overthinking what people think about us. We spend so much time thinking about other people and what they are thinking about us. Well, let me help you with that. The truth of the matter is, half the time, they're not even thinking about you. So let's dive in and talk about what overthinking really means. Overthinking is when we dwell excessively on a thought or a problem without finding a solution. It's like being stuck in a mental loop, constantly analyzing and reanalyzing a situation. So what's up with that? Why do we overthink? Well, I'm glad you asked. It really can stem from a variety of reasons. Reasons like fear of failure, perfectionism, past trauma, and even a lack of confidence. It's often a way to try to control the future or even avoid potential negative outcomes. Now, the problem with that is it usually ends up causing more stress and anxiety in the present, and we never even get to plan for the future because we're so stuck in the middle of our thoughts that we can't move forward. Has it ever happened to you where you just got stuck in your thought? We worry and we say things like, well, what if they don't like me? Should I have worn this dress? Like, was it not appropriate? And what if these men don't find me attractive? Oh, I screwed up everything again. What if they all turn against me? What if he doesn't like me? Overthinking. Most women, we're really good at it. In fact, I don't know too many women who are not good at it. But the problem is, being good at something that's bad for you really is never good for you, even if you think it is. As women, we worry ourselves sick. Literally, we make ourselves physically sick, worrying about what others might think of us and putting ourselves through such guilt for things that aren't even our fault. Not to mention having to deal with Facebook and Twitter and Instagram in our lives, because now our lives have become public, causing us to worry and overthink what people are thinking that much more. And then, do you know what we do in order to solve it? We try to go external for an internal problem. We try to look good on the outside while feeling miserable on the inside just to experience a temporary feeling that somebody might like us. It doesn't work. Because the truth of the matter is, we've got to love ourselves first. See, we're trying to get that love from everybody else. And we're afraid that if we don't do this or that, they'll judge us and think poorly of us. So we try to please. Isn't that the way it is? It doesn't work, does it? We're dressed up on the outside, but messed up in the inside. And after going out all made up, we go home miserable. And then we wonder why we can't sleep at night. It's because we're not being true to ourselves. It's as if we're seeking permission from someone else to be who we are. We don't need permission. The way I see it, you either be yourself, which is being authentic, or you just go ahead and fit in. Unfortunately, most people fit in. But what do you choose? If you choose to be yourself, good for you. Keep listening. If you choose to fit in, keep listening. I'm going to share with you 3 ways to stop obsessing over what other people think about you. You know what I find interesting? It's interesting to me that our thoughts about other people's opinions often hold us back more than the opinions themselves. And I guess that's why Eleanor Roosevelt said, you shouldn't worry so much about what others think of you, because if you realize how seldom they do, then you wouldn't. So how do we actually stop overthinking and start overflowing in our purpose and prosperity? I hope you have your pen and paper ready, because I want to share with you 3 steps that you can take to make that shift. Because here's the deal. When we're overthinking, we're underperforming, whether that's in our home, in our business, or on our job. So let's do this. Number 1, acknowledge and challenge your thoughts. First thing I want you to do is acknowledge how you're feeling. Acknowledge that you're thinking about or feeling unworthy or worrying about what someone else is thinking about you. And then challenge that thought. So when you catch yourself worrying about other people's opinion, pause. And then ask yourself, is this thought based on fact or assumption? Usually you find that it's just your mind running wild, creating unnecessary worry. So when you find yourself on that treadmill of overthinking, I want you to stop and I want you to write down your thoughts and then challenge their validity. This simple act of questioning can significantly reduce overthinking, because now you're looking at truth and fact against fiction. And so often we're so lost in our thoughts of overthinking that we lose touch with reality. So acknowledge and challenge your thoughts. That will slow the process down of overthinking, and it will allow you to shift once you ask yourself the important question: is this true or false? Is this fact or fiction? Is this reality, or am I making this up in my mind? Step number 2, focus. Focus. We're so distracted nowadays, we don't really know what it means to focus. But I want you to focus on your values and your goals. As you focus on your values and your goals, you will remind yourself of what truly matters to you. And it's not what people think. Because one moment they're thinking A, the next minute they're thinking B. And sometimes they go all the way to Z. So when you align your values and work towards your goals, the opinions of others hold less power over you. So if you haven't done so, go create that vision board. Write in your journal daily and write about your purpose and your aspirations. Keep this wherever you can see it daily and let it serve as a reminder to your path. And don't pick up any hitchhikers along the way. And yes, it is a journey of purpose and prosperity. All right, so here's step number 3. And I'm telling you, these are steps you can take immediately, like right away, to change your overthinking and underperforming to living life on purpose and filled with prosperity. All right, before we go to number 3, let me ask you a question. Why is it that as women, we are so nice and so kind to other people, but when it comes to ourselves, whoo, girl, we are brutal? Why is that? Okay, so let me share with you step number 3 so we can change that. If we're going to go from overthinking to overflowing in purpose and prosperity, it is vital that we understand how important it is to love who we are. Practice compassion. Be kind to yourself. Listen, okay, you made a mistake. We all make mistakes. No one is perfect. And when you treat yourself with the same kindness that you would your friend, then you build resilience against the negative impact of others' opinions. Try it. Be like Mikey. You'll like it. And the one way I want you to try it is to try daily affirmations or mindfulness exercises to strengthen your self-compassion. So remind yourself who you are, whose you are. Say nice things to yourself about yourself, because honestly, if you don't, nobody else will. And you know those thoughts that you might have that says, oh, they think I'm this and they think I'm that and they don't like me? Well, they will eventually become the truth. Why? Because people can only treat you the way you treat yourself. They can't go over that. So if you're treating yourself poorly, they're going to treat you poorly as well. So remember, 3 small steps that will make a big difference and help you stop overthinking, especially what people are thinking about you. Number 1, acknowledge and challenge your thoughts. When those negative thoughts come to you, write them down and ask yourself, is this true? And number 2, focus on what matters most to you, your values and your goals, your dreams and aspirations, not what other people are thinking. And lastly, remember, you matter. Practice self-compassion. When you implement these steps, you'll start to overflow in your purpose and prosper without the weight of overthinking holding you back. Now, you might be saying, I know it sounds good, RJ. I've tried it. It just doesn't work for me. I get it. It does sound easy. And there are times when we really need someone to journey with us. And that's why I'm here. I get it because I've been there. And now I get to help women just like you overcome overthinking. And we do this through personalized coaching. I get to guide you to recognize and break free from the patterns of overthinking. You see, we get to work together, and I get to guide you and support you in building your confidence, aligning with your true purpose, and then creating an actionable plan that leads to prosperity. My approach is holistic. I want to make sure that you're thriving in every area of your life, that you're living in harmony with who you are and who you were created to be. Because I believe this helps you to achieve your goals without the stress and overwhelm of overthinking. It's time to win, my friend. Remember, you have the power to transform your life and align with your true purpose. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope that you found these steps helpful and feel inspired to take action. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and share this episode with a friend. You got this, and I'm rooting for you. Bye for now.
Thank you for listening to Time to Win. I recognize that you appreciate the value provided in today's episode, and for your gratitude, I'm giving you a Time to Win VIP listener badge. So head on over to timetowinpodcast.com. That's timetowinpodcast.com and claim your badge and gain immediate VIP access to more of our next level resources and opportunities, including details on the huddle, a table for 10, the Cure Circle, and the Cure Retreat. Because you've enjoyed today's session, you can also express your gratitude by rating, reviewing, and returning next week with a friend. Oh, by the way, be sure to screenshot today's episode and share it in your Instagram and Facebook story or on your favorite social media platform. We'll look forward to seeing you again next week in the locker room of life, here on Time to Win. And remember, the best time to win is now.